Hello, everyone. My name is Waz Rakobom. I am your point of contact here at the Sentinelec Management Center for all the things related to the participation of external liaison organizations covered under Guide 25 to the technical bodies. So if you participated to the Technical Body Officer Seminar on December 8th, you may have seen a slide regarding the delegation of the technical board to the technical bodies on the approval of liaison organizations. This BT decision is a follow-up of the approved decision on the simplification of governance of the last February BT meeting, specifically regarding the measures related to the increase of delegation of responsibilities from the BT to the technical bodies. So following the last February BT meeting on the simplification of governance, the possibility to delegate the decision for the participation of European organizations as liaison organizations to the technical bodies was discussed at the September Senelec BT efficiency meeting. The final approval on the delegation was made at the last BT meeting. But before we go on to the new delegation and approval mechanism, let's quickly review what the current process looks like. So, when an external organization applies for liaison status, they send their application form to the Sentinelec Management Center, more specifically to the email partners@sentinelec.eu. And we make a preliminary assessment of their application. If all is well, we then send the application request over to the Senelec TC secretary in charge of the TC the organization applies for, with the request to open an inquiry and provide us with a recommendation. Please note that this process, including the inquiry, takes approximately 4 to 6 weeks. So once we receive the recommendation from the TC secretary, we then prepare a Senelec BT document, which is sent out to the Senelec BT by correspondence with the request for BT to approve the Senelec liaison. This takes, considering the time to draft the document and the BT consultation, easily another 5 weeks. Once we receive the BT approval, we then need to draft a liaison agreement with the external organization, which has to be signed by both parties. This sometimes goes very quickly, but it sometimes can take a while as the organizations need to review the contract internally, for example, and then sign it and send it to us. Once the contract is signed by both parties or amended in case they have an existing liaison contract already in place, then only can we register their representative to the technical committees for which they're applying for. So as you can imagine, it takes a considerable amount of time between the moment we receive their application and the moment we can register their representative. If you make a quick calculation, it takes at the very minimum 9 weeks, but the best accurate average is around 15 weeks, honestly. This delays the participation of external liaison organizations who are eager to contribute to the work of the technical committees and pay the fee to participate. So the idea to delegate the decision from the technical board to the technical bodies offer a more customer-focused approach by reducing the delays in the approval process. So as you can see on the slide, there are not many requests already to begin with for the participations of Senelec TCs. We received only 13 in the past 5 years, and they were all approved by the technical boards. So to get back to our current decision, the Senelec Technical Board agreed to delegate the decision on the participation of European organizations in the Senelec technical work to the technical bodies for all the requests received as of January 2022. So from now on, the following process will be applicable. So as of next month, January 2022. The Senelec Management Center will have 1 week to assess the application form of the applying organization and send it to the Senelec TC secretary, if the assessment is positive, of course. The TC secretary will need to submit a draft decision by correspondence via a 4-week mandatory CIV, using the template form from the delegated decision on BOSS to be used. The CIV becomes mandatory for transparency and traceability purposes. The participation needs to be approved by simple majority and in absence of sustained opposition. If there is sustained opposition against the applicant, this has to be provided in writing by the opposer, and then the item goes to Senelec BT. If the participation is approved, the TC secretary will forward the result of the inquiry to partners@sentinelec.eu, and we will then proceed with the drafting of or the amendment of the liaison agreement. Finally, as of January, permanent delegates will receive a weekly list of delegated decisions where they will be able to keep track of the new liaisons approval by technical bodies. So this was a quick explanation on the new process of the delegation of the request for liaison from the Senelec BTs to the Senelec technical bodies. If you have any questions further to this presentations, please do not hesitate to contact me at partners@sensenelec.eu. With this said, I wish you all very happy holidays, and I thank you all for your attention.